So, what is IPESOFT D2000? IPESOFT D2000 is a technology that enables you to create both SCADA and MES systems. It's being developed by IPESOFT since 1993. D2000 is used in small SCADA systems like heat transfer stations, environmental monitoring systems, even as embedded system in some industrial machines. It's deployed in transportation. We built an energy dispatching center for Kazakhstan Railways, which performs data acquisition, processing, and evaluation for over 3,000 locomotives in real time. That is, 1 minute data are acquired from diesel and 15-second data from electric locomotives. D2000 is used in important systems in electric power industry. Our SCADA controls power plant production for a major producer in Slovakia with over 4 gigawatts of installed electric power. We also built a MES system for a transmission system operator in Slovakia, which handles the data of the whole electric grid in Slovakia. So as you can see, D2000 can handle both small and large applications. What features does IPESOFT D2000 offer you? Let me mention at least the most important ones before we get to the practical part of my presentation. Each of these features can be a subject to a separate workshop or a self-study using our documentation. Online system configuration. That means multiple users can configure the D2000 system online in a production without downtime. Connectivity. We have implemented over 100 communication protocols so far, plus you can write your own protocol if you need, using our COM-API interface. Custom scripting. You can use our EventScript language or Java to create custom scripts. Multi-language support. You can use our D2000 uses Unicode, so you can use special characters from various languages simultaneously. We support a dictionary, so you can have a single scheme that can be displayed in different languages. A multi-time zone. D2000 can present data in different time zones for different users. For example, we have an application here in Slovakia to which American users are connecting, so they can see the data and graphs in Eastern Standard Time, for example, when they are in New York. High availability. D2000 is programmed in Ada language, which helps to reduce number of programming errors and makes finding them much easier compared to, for example, C language. Thus, our systems can have high uptimes. They can run for months and years without a downtime. I prepared a picture for you. It's a screenshot from an application where a D2000 server has time from start 99 days, but the uptime of a redundant system is 3,488 days, which is over 9.5 years. I made this screenshot when I prepared the presentation in May. Today, I made another screenshot of the same application. You can see that the uptime of the server is 140 days, and the uptime of the redundancy has gone to 3,529 days. System redundancy. We support the redundancy of networks, redundancy of application servers, archives, and other processes. This is also useful for performing maintenance while avoiding downtimes. You can patch Windows, you can patch D2000 without shutting down the whole system. Long-term data archiving. Our historian, called D2000 Archive, is an advanced piece of software. It can use several types of SQL databases. For several years now, Postgres is our preferred choice. Some of our customers have more than 15 years of data in their SCADA and MES systems, using over 15 terabytes of disk space on Postgres and on Oracle. Primary statistical calculated script field historical values plus value integrity. D2000 Archive is not only about performance, but it has functionality beyond standard. You will learn more about this functionality in practical examples. Client-server architecture, D2000 is designed as a modular system consisting of processes which perform their dedicated tasks. They can run on a single server or they can be distributed on multiple computers. We support multiple operating systems, 32 and 64-bit Windows, Linux, Raspberry Pi, and D2000 processes, no matter what operating system they run on, can cooperate. So you could have a Windows-based application server and several industrial Raspberry Pi computers serving as communication servers. In fact, this is a setup some of our customers already use. In this picture, you can see a UniPi industrial computer in a food processing plant running a D2000 COM process. By the way, the UniPi PLCs are powered by Raspberry Pi compute module, and they have sufficient computing performance combined with compact dimensions. They have a wide selection of inputs and outputs and communication interfaces. So when you combine this with D2000, you can do a lot of automation and IoT projects like remote monitoring and management of smart home control, for example. Next features I would like to mention, HMI history mode. That means the screens in the human interface can be easily switched into so-called history mode when instead of real-time data they display history, so you can easily analyze a sequence of events. Imaging layers. A screen can have multiple layers which are displayed depending on zooming. A large screen containing a whole gas transport pipeline plus compressor stations has been implemented using this feature. D2000 Smart Web is a technology which can be used to provide web clients with access to your SCADA system. And as for security, we support encryption of communication between clients and D2000 server, integration with Active Directory clients can use beside our native authentication, also Kerberos or NTLM authentication. Also, hardware keys, USB tokens, may be required for running configuration tools. And now, let me tell you something about features useful for you as developers and maintainers of SCADA systems. Referential integrity is a very useful feature. The D2000 kernel maps the relationships among all the objects in the system and ensures the integrity. For example, you cannot delete an object if it is used by another object. The referential integrity is very useful for large and complicated systems with many objects. It enables to track the relations and data flow in the application. XML export and import, and also CSV, are useful for export and import of individual objects. Exported objects can be used as backup. They can be imported into another application. Embedded GID repository. The D2000 application server can automatically make an XML export of your object's configuration after it was modified and store them in a GID repository. This way you can audit changes and, for example, re-import all old versions of individual objects if needed. D2000 Gateway is a process which can connect two or more SCADA systems running different versions of D2000. It can be used to transfer the values of individual objects, or in so-called transparent gateway mode, it can be used to transfer values of multiple objects. For example, imagine transferring of all I/O tags of all measured points from a production system to a test system so that new functionality can be tested with real-time data. Integration. D2000 offers APIs for Visual Basic, C, Java. There are REST and Comet APIs within SmartWeb. We also have a plugin for Microsoft Office called D2000 Workbook. I'll show it today, which is often used to create Excel reports. You can also send SMS notifications to your users or administrators if needed, using our SMS gateway protocol. The last point, self-monitoring, debugging and support, is important for our partners and customers who run large and mission-critical systems. We are able to support mission-critical systems with SLAs, which have response and repair times in range of hours. We offer this kind of support to our key customers. As for our OEM partners, we can resolve a majority of their issues within hours or days. Well, this is the end of my presentation. However, I sincerely hope it is not an end of your work with IPESOFT D2000 system. Quite the opposite, it should be the beginning of your exploration of the D2000 system. Please bear in mind that what I showed you today is just a small fragment of the D2000 capabilities. So don't hesitate to use our online documentation, and if you can't find the answer here, you can contact us via email or ask on our community forum.